Call of Duty has revealed the Lara Croft skin, and it's a bit underwhelming. Not bad, better than I thought, but underwhelming. So let me just dive into the video and talk about this. Sorry for the cough drops. I've been recovering from the coof, as you guys know from my last video, and it's just taking me longer than it anticipated. No, I'm not jabbed and not getting the jab. That's another discussion. All right. So anyway, this is the reveal. Now, mind you, this is the best picture we've got. Of course, they're going to reveal the best of the best, right? But this is Lara Croft in Call of Duty. Okay. Now we know from what Tomb Raider, what the, Crystal Dynamics, all of them have been saying up until this point is that, okay, any collaborations, any sort of Lara Croft type stuff that we will be seeing in the future will be tied to the Unification Project, which is their next game that they're working on, which they want to unify Lara Croft and give us like this discombobbled, jointed Lara Croft mixed with a bunch of different eras, right? That's been the goal. So from what I gather, we can probably expect more or less Lara to look very similar to this in the next game that comes out, which I do believe they will be revealing soon because they have asked people to sign up on their website for new information, stuff like that. And I've made videos covering leaks of what to expect from the next game. Let's hope and pray those aren't real, because if so, it's going to be rough. All right, so let me just kind of go over my assessment first, and then I'm just going to show some more things, right? I said, looks like a cute girl in Lara Croft cosplay, but her physique and face don't look like actual Lara Croft. Better than we've seen in recent years, and at least she has a braid in duels. An homage to classic Lara, but not remarkable like she is supposed to be. A 6.5 out of 10. Better than I expected. Now, this was just from the first image. We've got more. And it's not this good. But even with just this, I thought, you know what? It's definitely better than expected. I do love it. The Croft family crest on the duels is a cool touch. Like the braid, the hair is a huge improvement over what we've seen. I mean, here is just a comparison I did. Here's what we've seen with Shadow of the Tomb Raiders. Yes, she just always looks like... So here she does have the huge improvement with the expression, like the brows are better. So she does look more confident, but this is still bland to me. But it is an improvement. They gave her a forehead because for some reason in the reboot trilogy, she has a caveman forehead. I don't know why they dropped her hairline this low. Don't know. But this is an improvement there with the hair. Definitely improvement with most of her overall features. I think her face shape here is closer to resembling like a classic Lara Croft. She had more of that like oval face, probably a little more chiseled and stuff, but still. The fuller lips. We're getting closer, right? But what I don't like about it is it's just, Lara Croft is supposed to command the presence of the room, right? And command the attention of the room. She is full of just presence. She is full of confidence. She is just the moment when she walks in, heads are turning. And I don't get that from this. I get this as like, okay, here's a cute girl in cosplay. But she doesn't, she's not exuding the energy and the very essence of Lara Croft. This is just, basic, like you'd see this girl on the street and be like, oh, you kind of look like Lara Croft. But she does not have that it factor, right? And for some reason, they keep giving her hooded eyes. I don't know why. You'll see this is worse, okay? This is another image. Yeah. This is a lot worse. I would take my 6.5 rating and give it more of like a 4.5 in this case. She looks like the first woman ever, Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know what's up with the hooded eyes, but and hooded eyes can be pretty, but they're not in this case. And plus, it's just not a characteristic of Lara Croft. Lara Croft doesn't, she wasn't created with hooded eyes. Why are they giving her hooded eyes? Like, no eyelids. Her brow is just like, the skin is just covering. It's heavy. It's heavy on her eyes. And so Lara Croft had these big almond eyes before, and even look at Angelina Jolie. Her eyes are like, it's the eyes and the lips. The eyes and the lips are Lara Croft's most striking features that you're going to notice. It's the first thing you notice is the eyes and the lips. Just wow. And you don't get that with this image at all. I'm not against the face shape. I actually kind of like the face shape. But it's giving caveman. Okay, here's something else I don't like, which I'm going to refer back to this image here. They are so scared of any ounce of sex appeal. And I don't expect her to look pornographic. I think that would be stupid. And she didn't. I don't think classic Lara did here. I mean, like, she looks amazing. She looks like gym goals, but no, she's still, for what she's doing, it was, she wore clothes that you'd wear hiking or something. But what is with the modesty undershirt under a tank top? Why does she have the safety undershirt? First of all, a white undershirt with that green. I just don't like how that even looks. But why? They shrank her chest. Like, let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? Lara Croft's bosom. I know this is what, people want to call us pervs for mentioning it. But Lara was always just a curvy woman. And so curvy women exist. Like, you can have a realistically curvy woman here. You don't have to. I'm not by any means saying they should make her look like she has implants. But come on, bro. Someone else pointed this out and I replied, and I'm like, okay, why? I don't understand the combination of making her chest smaller and adding the modesty undershirt. They are so scared you're going to see any semblance of a shadow there. But why both measures? Why is she shrank down to a B cup and has the undershirt? And then she's got the backpack with the strap over. And then she's got a double necklace. It's just very busy. All of this is very busy. Anybody who understands any sort of style, it's too busy. But yeah, don't get it. I don't get it at all. And so a lot of people are just like, oh, come on. You're just impossible to please here. This is ridiculous. But like I said, Lara Croft is supposed to be attention grabbing. She's supposed to stand out. And here's the thing is, when you make characters that are only supposed to be relatable and look like somebody that you see down the street, you have to make up for it in personality, or you have to make up for it in costume design. You have to make up for it somehow to make this character stand the test of time, right? Someone like classic Lara Croft, she's iconic, she's memorable. You see her silhouette, you know who she is, right? Part of that is her character design and because of how she looks. But it's the attitude that goes with it. So when you don't have either and you have just a very basic, bland, this isn't going to stand the test of time. It looks like a girl in cosplay. And people want to just say, oh, well, it's because she's realistic. I mean, they want her to look realistic. Well, Angelina Jolie is an actual real woman. And come on. Just first of all, like I mentioned earlier, she has the iconic trademark elements of Lara Croft with the almond eyes and the full lips. Like, these are very characteristic of Lara Croft that for some reason they've just completely erased now. Her most defining features. Angelina Jolie, this is when she was younger. So there was like, you're not getting all these rumors of plastic surgery and all this. She looks like a real woman because she is a real woman. This is her God-given features. I don't know if she's had any work done at this point, but if she did, it was minimal. I don't think at this point she had any surgeries or anything done personally. I don't see that. But she just look at her expression. Look at the overall vibe from her. She is just that it girl. She stands out. And this is boring. It just is. And this is even more boring. So yeah, I mentioned that there's no reason why they can't make Lara Croft look more like Angelina Jolie. I don't like, how do you not do that? You know, if they don't want to pay royalties to Angelina or whatever, and they don't want to use her exact likeness, why don't they just use an inspiration of her likeness? Why don't they just, you have the blueprint. You have the blueprint. So easy. How can you mess this up? It's so easy. It's like, here you go. Here's the blueprint. Just work with this and make some tweaks if you don't want her to look identical, you know, so you don't have to do the trademark, pay royalty stuff. But come on. Why can't she look more like this? She'd actually be recognizable as Lara Croft. Now, but like I said before, hey, it is better than I expected, but I'm not going to give them a pat on the back, and I'm not going to be like, oh, this is amazing, because it's better than what I expected it to be. It's still not it. It's still not Lara Croft. And there's just nothing wrong with us wanting Lara Croft to look like Lara Croft. You know, come on now. Now, this is embarrassing looking back, but I just have to look back and say, you know, it can be worse, and it has been worse. Lara Croft in the Rainbow Six collab. And I am embarrassed to admit, but I was eating this up when they first announced it. But we were so starving for Lara Croft. We were so starving for anything resembling classic Lara Croft, because this is what we had, right? And so at this time, it was like, oh my gosh, she's got the glasses and the dual pistols and the braid, and she's got attitude. Let's go. Now I look at this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. What was I thinking? And I think a lot of people who are like excited about this right now, I think it's because, wow, there's actually some sort of semblance of Lara Croft in there. There's some sort of, okay, you know, like I said, it looks like a girl in cosplay, but hey, it's something, right? It's something. And so people are excited about it because they got some sort of breadcrumbs. You know, now it's going to take a lot more than something like this to make me happy. And it's going to take more than something like this, because again, I'm not going to celebrate breadcrumbs anymore. I want Lara Croft to look like Lara Croft. I want Lara Croft to stand out. I want her to just command that presence in the room. Some people are like, she looks fine. What's the problem? She just looks like a normal girl. That's the problem. Lara Croft isn't supposed to look like a normal girl. She is supposed to be exceptionally beautiful, right? So here is just, and I said here, if realism is going to be an excuse to make Lara Croft look dull, then please bring back some style, which I think they can still do realism. Like I said, make her look like Angelina Jolie, you know, give her those characteristics. But just looking at these AI generated versions are so much better. I think the biggest reason why is you've got, it's mostly in the eyes, because for some reason they just give her her eyes just don't look like Lara Croft's eyes at all. Not to mention just the expression. It's like, okay, this feels alive. This feels just like a dead doll. I'm just not feeling it. And this, I love this AI version. I love it. Even with the green eyes, you know, and as much as I'm all about Lara Croft being very recognizable, all this kind of stuff, we saw Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft with green eyes that actually worked. I wouldn't even be anti-green-eyed Lara Croft as long as she still had a lot of her trademark characteristics. But this looks alive. This looks like it's piercing, right? It's piercing. It's memorable. But then you see this and it's like, looks like Jennifer Lawrence on her worst day. On her worst day. That's not how Lara Croft's supposed to be. She's supposed to be remarkable. Obviously, I think that the figure should be more that athletic, curvy, look like she's, you know, she could push boulders and stuff, but have that like hourglass shape that is Lara Croft. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. Speaking of Tomb Raider and stuff, there is in the community, in the Tomb Raider community, there are a lot of amazing people who keep classic, or even in this case legend, you know, the more old school versions of Lara Croft alive. And there are all kinds of custom levels that you can play, and I wanted to give this one a shout. I will be streaming this hopefully soon. Like I said, I've still been recovering from the coof, so I really want to get back to at least a couple streams a week and all that stuff. But anyway, I will be playing this. You can check this out. This is a reimagined Legend experience in the classic Tomb Raider engine. So basically what they did is they took Tomb Raider Legend, they took the classic old school engine way before Tomb Raider Legend, and they remade Tomb Raider Legend in the classic engine, which I think personally, and people will look at it and some people are just too graphic snobs, I guess. And so they'll look at these graphics and think, but to me, I like it. And also knowing the classic engine, the classic Tomb Raider engine, I think that this will actually be better, because my biggest critique with Tomb Raider Legend is that the actual Tomb Raider Legend game it's play school Tomb Raider. It's babied down and it's super easy. And so I think throwing this in the classic engine, it probably will be better. Okay. So I am very excited to play this. Very excited. So check that out. Check out the custom Tomb Raider level community in general if you just want people who are keeping the classic Tomb Raiders alive with these levels. But anyway, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to read your Bible today and make it a priority every day. I will catch you next time, and in the meantime, go boom.